Hey y'all, Rob here with ATX Legal, and today I'm going to be talking about how to drop charges against your partner. This is a very common question I get both from my clients' partners and just from people calling the office who want to drop charges and they don't know who to turn to. Now, first off, just to be clear, you don't have the power to drop the charges, only the prosecutor can actually drop those charges. But you do have a say in what happens, and your input does matter to the prosecutor. And the first step I would always tell you is to just contact your partner's attorney if he has one. If he doesn't have an attorney or has an attorney that's not responsive to you, there are some other steps you can take. But oftentimes, that attorney can guide you on what you need to do, and he's going to tell you the best steps for your particular case. Now, if you contacted my office, the first thing I would ask you to do is write an affidavit of non-prosecution. And that's just a statement that says that you don't wish to proceed with the charges, that you don't wish to be called as a witness if it were to go to trial, and just in general, it's not in your interest to see these charges proceed against your partner. And next, I would ask you to contact the prosecutor's office. And in Travis County, when that's a misdemeanor, that will be the Travis County attorney, or for a felony, it would be the district attorney. In some counties, the district attorney handles both misdemeanors and felonies, but whatever the case is, you can contact their office. They typically have a victim services coordinator that you can speak with who can take your statement, and you can let them know that you don't wish to proceed with charges. This is one of the best ways you can help because the prosecutor hears in your own words, not just on a written paper or a written statement, how you feel about proceeding and that you don't want to proceed with those charges. And Texas law actually provides that you have the right to give that input. So go ahead and exercise your rights, give your input to the prosecutor, and that does often have a big effect on the case. The next thing you can do to help your partner in his case, and this is a little bit tangential, but it is related, don't encourage him to violate any terms of his bond or if there's a protection order. If he tells you, based on this protection order, I'm not supposed to be talking to you even on the phone or by text, you can't give consent to break that PO. Only the judge can do that. His attorney can get those conditions lifted if he goes in front of the judge, but only the judge can make that determination. You can't consent. So abide by those rules, because if you don't and you encourage him or her to break those rules, he could be facing a new charge or a violation of his bond. And one last point, and I get this question a lot, and it's a valid concern. People ask, am I going to get hit with a charge for filing a false report? And I want to make 2 points on that. First of all, those kind of charges are exceedingly rare. You do hear about them in the news, and usually when you hear about them, the facts are just so egregious where someone is getting revenge on someone. There was a case in Houston where someone stayed in jail for a year based on a false report. When the facts are egregious like that, sometimes you could get hit with filing a false report, but in the vast majority of cases, you never see this get charged. Secondly, we're not asking you to recant or go against any statement or say that you lied or anything like that. All you're saying is that you don't want to proceed with charges now and going forward. It's just about being pragmatic and about going forward with the case. We don't have to talk about any kind of statements that you made in the past. So it's not really a concern as far as filing a false report in the majority of cases. Of course, none of this has been legal advice, but if you would like legal advice on your particular case, or if your partner is facing charges, you can visit us at atx.legal for a no-cost consultation.